on YouTube? Tyler here with False Neutral Media. Alongside me, my brother co-host Trevor, and we got some news. One, I just had the wedding, then the honeymoon, which was awesome. So that is out of the way, fully back. It is the off season, so not much has been going on until this week and a little bit of last week.
Right.
Team changes, rider gear changes. FIM at World Supercross is coming up, round 1, Argentina, with Hayden Deegan's 450 debut in his sparkly boots with Fox.
I can't wait to see him out on the 450 looking like fucking Liberace, dude. I'm fucking excited.
He's gonna be he is gonna be glistening like Edward in the sunlight, you know?
There have been so many things happening in this off season. I'm trying to think of an off season where we had this many changes. So very unlike these riders. Like,
oh yeah,
I could understand coming out with like all black on black, right? Back in black, like
metal
Fox edition gear. But I'm even talking, do you remember that old like white and black swirl ink design that Fox did back in the day? I was like, dude,
so.
a redo of something like that where it's like it's just darkness in shadow, or like a black on black camo would have been sick. And then I saw the boots. And brother, it did not surprise me when I clicked onto the comments and all the girls were like, I can't wait. These are so cute. And it's like, brother. And you got Chase Sexton on his video, right? In the like pink salmon boots.
Bro.
But they are so fucking clean that it's like, that's hard. So I don't know, dude. I don't know about the whole boot controversy. All I know is, hey, dude, do your thing. I support people wearing whatever they want, man. We got riders in butt patches and fucking bedazzled boots.
Hey, if McAdoo can hang out with his balls out during a whole moto,
hey, dude,
you can wear some sparkly fucking boots. I don't give a shit.
I support it, man. And I want to talk about inclusion in Supercross and motocross, man. If you want to bedazzle your shit, live your best life, queen. Live your best life, king. I'm talking guys and girls. You want to bedazzle your shit, dude? Do your thing, man. If you're having fun,
Hayden sees this. He's like, "Fuck you guys,
brother." I didn't make the fucking boot, right? If that were Deegan, I'd probably be like, I left it up to Fox, and that's what they came up with. Like, I don't fucking know. Maybe he likes the boots. Fuck it. Maybe he's going, brother, I don't care what the boots are. They paid me hella fucking money. Yeah. If that's the case, get your bag. I'm not worried about it. Will I be wearing a pair of these boots if I throw my leg over a bike? Probably not, dog. Probably
honestly,
not.
The only cool way I could see it is it's a Call of Duty skin that you have to
the diamond skin.
Yeah, the diamond skin. But we all know he has the chain, the bling. So you know what? It is Deegan, it is Hayden, and I'm all for it. I'm excited to see his 450 debut. And now that you brought up Chase Sexton, let's talk about that a little bit. Because holy shit. First off, on my honeymoon, that track, he was on the same island. And I was wondering why no one was riding it. It was probably 3 to 5 minutes from our hotel that we were at on Kauai. And now I know why it was shut down the whole time I was there. They were prepping it in the back, and it sucks that we didn't stay one more week. I would have snuck in and got the first content. Sorry, Ryan Walters and Monster and Dirt Shark. But dude, man, I would have been out there with the iPhone camera. That shit
telescope lens sick. From like a mile away.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
There it is. But dude, those shots were so sick. And it was cool because not only is it like, you know, Chase moving to a new team, but he looks like he's at home. You know what I mean? Right. It looks really good. I thought the photos were amazing. No, dude, it was sick. But usually they make a YouTube video of the whole thing. That was just solely based for like Instagram, I guess.
Right.
So
Well, I
I
mean, you
was
have to think of the
surprised.
digital age that they live in, dude.
Yeah,
Getting a social media following is huge if you want to start any sort of branding for yourself, right? That's just the capitalistic world that we live in terms of the moto industry. You have to market yourself. Otherwise, when you retire, it's trying to come up with a plan afterwards and trying to figure out what you're going to do. But you have people like AC, right, who retire, but they've made a marketing scheme around themselves and have branded themselves in a way that's approachable to industry.
yeah,
So, like, it is this interesting time we live in, right? Because like back in the day, we would see the character of the writer in like a moto video, right? We would see Grant Langston talking about bringing girls to semis in Relish. We've got like, do you get what I'm
yep,
talking about? Like,
yep.
where he's like, yeah, sometimes I invite some girls to the semis, and you're like, okay, brother, let's go. Wild man. But like, that was a different time, right? We
Yeah.
saw like
Everything was a secret.
crusty demons. We didn't know shit until we saw it. And now it's like, dude, when riders are getting injured, remember back in the day, it was like, what happened to Ryan Villapoto, man? Is he good?
Yeah.
And then like 3 months later, it was like, I'm gonna start getting back into it. And we're like, yeah.
Yeah. We had to
Now
find out
it's
from the
like,
broadcast almost.
now it's during the race that is still happening, they're uploading Instagram videos being like, sorry guys, I broke my fib tib in 20 fucking places. I'll see you next week. Like, it's fucking nuts. It's
Yeah.
actually nuts that we have like such an instant demand in like an instant gratification thing. So it doesn't surprise me that it was filmed for Instagram because my God, that's where everybody was waiting for news to drop,
Yeah.
right? They're waiting for this. I think also we're going to talk about, other teams and how they
Yep.
went about it. They
Yep.
invited press to their thing. Like there's a whole lot of like we're seeing different sorts of things. Yamaha used to release like their video on YouTube, right? Where it was
Yeah.
like, here's
Vermoto
the
and
new
stuff.
team.
Yeah.
Here's the new team. Now we're seeing like individual interviews with them after the announcement that are going up the days following, and it's giving us an insight. We'll talk about all that later, but with the
Yeah.
chase video, it's so clean. The color grading was incredible. And I know I'm getting into the weeds here,
Oh, yeah,
but like the
definitely.
color grading was incredible. The location was awesome. We all knew this motherfucker was heading there.
Yeah. It wasn't a
Every
surprise. Yeah.
Everybody, but like, dude, opening the comments in the moto community is so much fun for me.
Oh,
Because the
yeah.
first comment I saw was, yeah, brother, they gave him the fast one. And I'm fucking crying, dude. I'm fucking crying. They're like, they fucking figured it out. They said, we actually didn't do it for Prado because fuck it. Chase, welcome aboard. And Chase looks good in green, dude. I'm not a Chase
Dude.
Sexton
I know.
glazer, if you will, as these young people will say, right? But man, he looked clean and
You were
green.
glazing.
I'm glazing.
I was
I'm
glazing,
sitting here
dude.
going,
Like,
I'm sitting here going, badass fucking
dude.
announcement video. It wasn't it some secret test track. It was on an island in Hawaii. Badass as fuck, sick ass helmet. And
Dude,
it's
that
just like,
helmet
yeah,
was
dude.
sick. Absolutely
But
sick.
But yeah, and it's like it's very cool to see him make the move, right? An easy transition from Red Bull KTM to Monster Energy Kawasaki.
Yeah.
No one had to possibly buy him out of his deal. Nobody had to. It was a nice, easy transition. KTM thanked him for his time, right?
Yep.
He moved. We look at other people that had a little bit more of a rough transition, vice versa, right? Where it was like monsters going, you fucking owe us money, Prado.
Yeah.
And it looks like Red Bull KTM was like, sweet prince, sweet prince. It's Dracula. Dracula's Monster Kawasaki to Jose Prado. Worry not. I
Oh
will
my
take
god.
care of this. So it's very cool, man, seeing Chase make the move.
Yep.
We saw a lot of people making moves to different teams, but let's get into it, man. The Hawaii video was sick.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Chase ride the Kawasaki.
Yeah,
We'll see if he
he
has
definitely
any
looks
better luck.
good, and I'm sure it was good for him to be at that island too. Not only being able to ride the bike, make the video, and have fun, but he got
Right.
to golf, he got to surf, he got to relax. And even when I was there, like I even told you, dude, I'm here for 8 days on an island. What the hell am I gonna do for 8 days? There, dude. Even if you're not doing anything and relaxing on that island, dude, I've come back so refreshed and hungry for like filming and everything. So I'm excited. But no, Chase, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what he does. Garrett Marchbanks moving up to the 450. Cameron McAdoo
Mhm.
is back with a 3-digit number.
Right.
Kind of hurts, but
I
and one of the PC writers was leaked on accident on Brian Deegan's story, the one and only Ty Massapool at Star Yamaha Testing,
uh-oh.
which that was, I mean, people screenshotted it and posted immediately. Um, and there was some drama with a bunch of other people, but um, no, yeah, it got taken down pretty quick. But you know what, dude? I'm all for it with him on there. I don't know if he uh is just there. I don't know if he signed a contract, a 2-year contract recently with PC Cowie. So I'm not too sure on that, but a lot of big changes coming with Yamaha. Cole Davies has kind of just been chilling and probably practicing. We haven't seen much him posting, but he is active on social media. We see him in the comments, as you have told me earlier. But no, yeah, even the God, what is it? A lot of the other guys too in the amateur scene for SMX Next, those riders are also
Mhm.
looking really good and strong as well. We got Jason Anderson going home, going back home to what
Mhm.
is it? The Twisted Tea Suzuki team.
Yeah.
And I think it's a whole big team.
HEP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HEP. But honestly, him and Kenny look good.
And
They
I
look
think those
good.
are those are gonna be your Bash Bros from the Mighty Ducks for the 2026 season.
I
Because Kenny
agree.
is having a blast.
Yep.
He's having a fucking blast. I think Ando is now entering that part of his career where it's like,
Yes.
"Hey, dude, I don't want any more of this, like, hey,
Pressure.
why aren't you performing on a bike you don't feel comfortable about?" He's back home. He's feeling good. He looked good on the little banana bike. I'm
Dude.
excited to see him. It's sick. But I did want to mention before we move forward with the Monster Energy Kawasaki thing,
Oh
you had
yeah.
brought up you weren't sure about Ty Masterpool. We know that his contract was not renewed with Kawasaki.
Okay, good.
So it
Okay.
wasn't picked up. He's likely to depart. Makes sense if he's at Monster Energy. And I'm just going to say this. In my opinion, we shouldn't be secretive about this shit. If you're coming up on the end of your contract, what do you think you're going to be doing?
Yeah. No,
What do
yeah.
we think you're gonna be doing? Of course, you're thinking about this. I saw this on the AC and JB live show that they did in Australia, where somebody was talking about Eli Tomac making the move. I think the interesting thing about it, right, is we know these contracts are expiring. We know that they're going to be looking for new teams. I find it so ridiculous that we can't just be open about it. I look at like NFL, we know about their contracts. We have rumor that Jet Lawrence just signed one of the longest term contracts with HRC, and nobody has any info on it. And I get it. People are like, it's private. How? These people literally are entertaining sports athletes.
Yeah.
The whole entire sport relies on the fans. So if the fans are going, hey, Eli, contracts coming up. What are you thinking? I don't understand why Eli can't go, hey, man, I'm looking around, and if anybody has offers, I'm open to it. I don't know why we can't have stipulations at the end of your contract, like the last 3 months of your contract. Why can't press ask you about what you're looking at?
Or the last race, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
yes, because I wanna think about this. If you do a press conference with all the 450 riders at the end, where they're talking about where they're going to go or any of this, I get the thing about NDAs, but I want you to think about this. If you're renewing your contract, well, then that's not drama, is it? I'm happy to announce at the end of this, I'm gonna be signing another 3-year deal with, Honda HRC. Thanks, I'm Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Actually, I am not renewing my contract. I'm currently in negotiations with KTM. Thank you. Why? Because we're already halfway through deliberation and it's looking really good. So I'm happy to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't say where you're going. But then you have something like the Prado case, right? Where it's like you're in the middle of a 3-year contract. You just finished your first year. What's going on with that?
I wouldn't even say he finished the first year. Like it was
I mean,
yeah. But yes,
right.
yes, I got you.
But
No.
that's what I'm talking about is like it is very interesting. But we do know Ty Masterpool is reaching the end of his contract with Kawasaki at the end of like October, heading into November. So we know that that's up. So if he goes to Yamaha Star Racing, I think that would be a good fit for him. But
Yeah.
we also need to talk about who's coming in and rumored to be coming in. We don't have an announcement just yet. But there is talks about because Garrett Marchbanks moved up to the 450 class for Monster Kawasaki, there is talks about the 92 of Enzo Timmerman taking spots in the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki
My
team.
dude, Enzo Timmerman.
And I hope that's true because I think he would do pretty great. I think if
Yeah.
he raced West Coast, he'd do pretty fucking good.
I agree.
So yeah,
I agree. He's
it'll be
looking
interesting.
amazing. He definitely put a statement during his time out at Loretta Lynn's, winning damn near everything. He won everything.
Right.
So I know that I believe it's Landon Gordon as well. He did get signed with them as well. So he could be possibly filling obviously that spot also, and maybe Enzo being a backup or both of them just coming up together. So that would be sick.
Right.
And then we got Lux Turner. He left
Yes.
AEO, and
KTM.
now he is with Bar X Yamaha, which is super sick.
Toyota of Redlands,
yeah,
baby.
I'm actually excited for that because we have talked about it. I did some filming for them for some of the rounds this year, and they're looking dangerous, man. They're looking dangerous, and I think like I've said before, 2026, 2027 is going to be a big statement with that team, which I'm excited for Myron and stuff, and the team, other owners and stuff like that. And then we got Grant Harlan. He switched over, now is, instead of a Yamaha, he is on a KTM with the Kevin Moran's racing team. So I'm excited for him. He actually looks really good. I did see some pictures and he looks comfortable. So I'm stoked for him, and I hope that definitely is a nice fresh start and we see what he does with that. And some other news with B Ray, local homie. He actually ended up going over the bars.
I saw that.
Fox Whiskey Throttle Media got that clip, and that looked gnarly, that looked nasty. But he did post that he has a slight fracture in his collarbone, the SC and AC separation, and will be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So that's a bummer for him. He was practicing on a Triumph bike, and he was actually looking really good, and I saw him at Placerville, talked to him for a while. And he's going to be a dad. He's going to be a dad soon. So
Incredible.
That is awesome. So congratulations, B Ray, and heal up. And yeah, we got what is it? the Lawrence brothers, I think they're just relaxing and doing their thing. They got everything set up so they could take, you
Hmm.
know, a good chunk maybe off, but we know how Jet and Hunter are. They're, you know, the champs right now
Right?
and the ones to beat. So I am definitely sure they're not taking any time off. They're right back to it. And
Right.
the big topic I definitely want to talk about,
Hmm.
KTM, Red Bull KTM.
Speaking of KTM, let's talk about this for a little bit because there are some rumors going around that Lucas Coonan is in the States doing his Winter SX training program. We do have a reason to believe he might be racing up to, I believe, Houston, depending on the MXGP. They're starting
Ooh.
earlier this year. So it is very interesting to me that he's here. Now, Sacha is out with a broken arm
Yep.
that he got at MXON. So I'm hoping that we can see one of the Coonan brothers line up at A1. I would be very excited, but I don't know if he'd be lining up on the 450 or the 250. And so far, there's no like news that I've come across. It could be that the MXGP team is going with him and is just going to line up as like a wild card,
Yeah.
almost like they're doing with the World Supercross, and
Yep.
he's just going to test it out. But I'm excited if we see one of the Coonan brothers line up in America
Oh yeah.
for at least a couple rounds. That would be really cool. But let's get in to the American Red Bull KTM team, the new cowboy lineup, as I
Dude,
like to call it. As I like to call it, it's the new Cowboys,
we
and they're
got
here.
AP who is on the team. He is, you know, the daddy.
The old faithful,
Yeah,
baby. The old
he is
faithful.
Captain America right now, and he has ET3, Eli Tomac, and Jorge
Yeah,
Prado as teammates.
yeah.
Three 450 premier riders, I believe, for the first time. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of other people. It is the first time. And then
Right.
we got Juju Bomir, who is injured for the 250, and hopefully he'll make it back and get on the bike as soon as possible. But yeah,
Right.
just from seeing the content from a lot of the media guys and everybody posting the interviews and everything, um, you know, Eli Tomac looks really comfortable, really
I
comfortable.
I haven't seen Eli Tomac this happy since my profile picture in this Discord when he beat Jet Lawrence and was like this.
Yep. No,
Brother,
he looks damn good. Damn
did
good.
you see the interview part afterwards when he's in the truck and they're like, "So how did you feel getting with this team?" He goes, "One of the Austrian dudes walked up to me and goes, 'How do we get beast mode?'" And I went, "Yes." And then he goes, "I've been forced to use other clutches. They have forced me to do." There was a lot of language of like I was never allowed to do. And when this guy looked at me and goes, "No, no, no. What do you need so that you can go burr, brother?" And
Yeah.
Eli goes, "Yes, I
Cable
need a
clutch.
cable clutch." And they threw that fucker on there, and they've got Roger DeCoster sitting there, and he goes, "He asked for the cable clutch, and I said, the hydraulic clutch so much," and he goes, "No, I need cable clutch." So we put the cable clutch on. And they're like, "Do you think he's riding good?" He goes, "With the cable clutch." And it's like, Roger DeCoster's like, "What do you want from me? My rider asked for this. I don't fucking think it's a better clutch, but it's Eli Tomac. I'm not going to sit here and argue with him. That's Team USA, who
I
Roger's been the team leader of." So
Yeah.
Eli's worked with him before. So seeing this partnership together, and I'm not going to lie, dude, I've talked a lot of shit about Prado. He did look good on that KTM,
Dude,
dude.
he was throwing some oppos and some turnups and shit. He was having fun. And from
Mhm.
a couple of you know, YouTube videos that I saw with a lot of the media. I watch like literally all of them. Verb, 23 Media, a lot of stuff from Whiskey Throttle, and SWAT Moto. A lot of everybody was freaking there for press day, and Prado was saying the same thing to all of them. Like the frame feels good, everything feels good. Even Eli Tomac, he rides on the back wheel just like Ryan Villapoto. He's one of those old school
Right.
riders that rides the back wheel, and Michael Corley with 23 Media, he even asked him like that question too, brought it up, and he said that it literally, it just fits. It works. The swing arm, everything just feels good. And shout out to all those media guys. Go check it out. A lot of good coverage from that day. No, but yeah, Prado looks good. He looks super happy, comfortable. It looks like a whole new Prado.
Right. And I want to say, as a testament to the Moto guys, they are covering this. They're asking good questions. It's been refreshing to see. Now, myself, I don't watch all the Moto media. I have all of my stuff revealed to me in dreams, feverishly, at late into the night. Do you understand?
The chat box in MX Bikes is where we find out all our info. That's where we find out our info, guys.
Yeah, I get all of my info from the chat box of fucking MX Bikes. Yeah, it's nothing but good information there. Oh, Jesus. I think it is one of those, like, I would love to be like, and I sit here and I study every piece of news. But honestly, I just sit here and go, it would be sick if we got Eli Tomac on the fucking KTM, brother. That would be fucking tight to see him at the end of his, at the end of his career at this point, going to a place that will be like, we'll give you whatever you want as long as you fight. Because Eli's got that fight in him. He showed it at MXON. He showed it all year in 2025. The dude's not done. And to see him on a bike that he's like, I'm looking for something that will drive from the back wheel and push me forward, and they're willing to give me whatever I'm asking for, that feels good. Jorge Prado's feeling good. So I'm hyped for the Red Bull KTM team. It's going to be hard for me not to root.
Yeah.
I've said it all year. Brother, if Eli Tomac wins, I'm a happy guy. If Jet Lawrence or Hunter Lawrence win, I'm a happy guy. If Jorge Prado wins on the KTM and goes, suck it, motherfuckers, where's Chase at? And Chase is in 10th, boom. Then all of a sudden, Jorge becomes, oh shit, we have a threat that we counted out.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. And also, I want to touch on the Prado thing while we're talking about Prado. I've heard some interesting whispers where people are like, this is going to make it to where MXGP riders and people from other countries probably won't get a shot over here. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. Want to know why? Chad Reed came over, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of Australian riders came over from him. Lawrence brothers weren't a part of that. Why? Because the Australian riders that came in after Chad Reed didn't put up the same performance. So they dealt with it. But then they went to MXGP and they came from Europe and they conquered anyways, right?
Yeah.
You've got the Coonan brothers. Do you think bringing the Coonan brothers over is going to have the same effect as Jorge Prado? We won't know until we see them line up on the track. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We don't know, but we're interested in seeing it. And I don't think anybody in American motorsports, in terms of motocross or supercross, should be looking at this and being like, because of Prado's fuck up, I don't think any of these. What do you mean? Joe Shimoda just won the SMX title. He also just got second in the open class on a 450 for his first time at MXON and lost to no one but Hunter Lawrence taking a 1-1, who's already had more experience on the 450. Brother, people are coming from all over the world here. I've heard people, I heard Gypsy Tales also talking at their end of season wrap-up coverage. New Zealand has a shot, 100%.
Yeah.
in the next couple of years of MXON. The riding talent that's coming out of there, I saw them talk about and went and looked them up. These fools are fucking flying, dude.
Yeah.
And they're young. They're like 16, 17. And it's like, we're seeing they've got Cole Davies on that team. Cole Davies will be riding for New Zealand when he can. That's a stacked fucking team with everybody coming up from New Zealand. So when people go, Jorge Prado ruined this for foreign riders coming over from Emmett,
No.
not true, dude.
No, he did
Lucas
not.
Coonen's reported to be training in the United States right now.
Yeah.
So that's just not true. And what happened when Hurlings came over for Ironman? I'll wait. Jorge Prado is a very special case. I think we're going to see a different Jorge Prado on the KTM. And
Yeah.
I'm happy to eat my words if he performs bad because it's not my career on the line. Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, dude, is you have somebody like Kay DeWolf who's been chomping at the bit to get a piece of Deegan. Deegan's not been, and I wouldn't say Deegan's ducking him. He just hasn't been able to. He crashed, broke his collarbone, was
Yeah.
fucking mad as hell. I don't think Deegan was happy that he missed MXON. But dude, Cade DeWolf went. So I just have to win my title. My team's not winning we don't have a team for that.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll win the MX2 title for sure. Goes out and does it, and he goes, that's what I had to do. Where's Deegan at? Oh, he's on a 450? I'm going to hop on the 450. This dude is straight up headhunting for Deegan. No question.
Yeah.
And I love it, dude.
He's excited to race and wants to race, and he's ready to be here in the States, and I think we should definitely have him here 100%. And I am excited to see what happens in Argentina this weekend. I think it's going to be awesome racing. A lot of big names are going to be there. I'm going to be at Fall Classic this weekend, filming some riders and stuff, and I'm going to try to stay a little bit longer so that way I could see who is, at the practice tracks or who's riding to get some content for us while I'm there in SoCal, because everything's over there. So I'm looking forward to that and just being back on the grind, and I'm ready for race season to start. I know we got the World Supercross, but I'm ready for some Monster Energy Supercross.
I'm ready for A1, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm excited this weekend for WSX. We're going to see how Hayden does in the boots on the 450. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
I'm excited.
I think it'll be fun. I also wanted to talk, because you brought up Kay DeWolf, is the dissolving of the Gas team into the Rockstar Husqvarna team.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, it would be interesting if we did not see Kay DeWolf line up for MXGP, because he's training 450 Premier against Hayden Deegan in the American Motocross. That would be something I'd be very excited about.
Yeah.
And with them only having Malcolm Stewart and RJ Hampshire on the 450,
why not have a three Premier class with them?
Now you have to remember that he's on a completely different Husqvarna team, so he may do a wild card. It would be very cool to see, but we do know Kay DeWolf is hungry, and there's a lot of changes that have happened. So it wouldn't surprise me if Kay DeWolf went, I want to be a part of these major changes. I'm coming for your ass.
And then, with the Ducati team, we got Bam Bam and Dylan Ferrandis, which I'm excited to see. We saw some content with Barsha and Carson Brown, which was actually awesome. Carson Brown is a sick dude on a bike. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Very, very interesting watching the teams all come together, people finding their different spots. I can't wait to see Eli Tomac on that fucking KTM lining up at A1. So I'm hyped. We're going to see, I believe he's a wild card in some of these WSX rounds. So
they're a lot of the big names are in it. So I'm excited to see what what goes on this weekend. I need to find out where, or I've got to make sure the subscription is still up so that way we can watch it. So I'm excited. But yeah, we will get into it after Argentina. So leave a like,
Absolutely.
leave a comment of what you guys think of all the changes, the rider switching, gear switching, sparkly boots, you name it. Hit that like, sub, and we'll see you in the next one.